Mercedes took their most legendary sedan nameplate, the S680, and rebuilt it as a full-size SUV. And the question nobody is asking but everybody should be is this: did they just ruin everything that made the S680 iconic? Or did they just create the most important luxury SUV of the decade? By the time this video ends, you will have your answer. Welcome to Classic Car Secrets. Now let's talk about what brought you here in the first place. Because the exterior of this vehicle is doing something that almost no luxury SUV at any price point manages to do correctly. From the front, this vehicle does not introduce itself. It establishes position. The two-tone finish, white over black, immediately separates it from everything around. That paint is not subtle. It is intentional. In soft natural light, this vehicle stops looking like transportation. It looks like something placed there deliberately, like architecture. And then there is the grille. Massive, vertical, completely dominant. This is not a design element added for styling. This is a statement built into the structure of the vehicle. Those chrome slats run top to bottom with a precision that feels engineered rather than styled. Nothing about it is trying to look aggressive. It does not need to. The size alone does the work. The headlights sit above it like they understand that. Slim, controlled, almost secondary to the grille itself. They are not here to fight for attention. They are here to complete the composition. Move along the body and the proportions take over. This is a long SUV. Not just visually long, but physically extended in a way that changes how it occupies space. The body sides are uninterrupted. No forced creases. No lines trying to create drama that is not there. Because when a vehicle is this long and this planted, the proportion itself becomes the design. You do not need to add tension when the scale already commands it. And then you reach the rear, and the message becomes even clearer. Notice what is missing from the tailgate. There is no Mercedes star. In its place sits the double M Maybach emblem. That badge swap is not a small detail. It is a declaration that this vehicle exists above the standard Mercedes lineup entirely. This is not a GLS with upgrades. This is something positioned on a completely different level. The rear stance is wide, planted, and controlled. The quad exhaust outlets are real, visible, and properly integrated into the lower section. Not oversized for attention. Not hidden for subtlety. Just placed exactly where they need to be. The light plays across the white paint differently here, giving the rear a presence that feels calm but completely undeniable. Everything about the exterior communicates one idea. This vehicle did not arrive to compete. It arrived already positioned above the conversation. You need to understand what is happening inside this cabin, because nothing you have seen in any SUV at any price point has prepared you for this. Rose-tinted quilted leather across every single surface. Champagne glasses already placed in the center console like they belong there. A Burmester speaker grille finished in rose gold, because standard chrome was clearly not enough for the people who designed this vehicle. This is not an interior built to impress you in a showroom. This is an environment built for someone who already owns everything else. And the moment you actually step into it, the color hits first. Not in a loud way, not in a theatrical way, but in a controlled, almost unsettling level of precision. And even champagne cream, soft pink tones, rose gold highlights layered into every surface around you. It does not feel like sitting in a car. It feels like stepping into a space that was designed without compromise. Every panel matches. Every stitch aligns. Nothing breaks the flow. Nothing. Most SUVs give you headrests. The S680 gives you embroidered Maybach pillows, and the gap between those two things is the entire point of this vehicle. Those pillows are not there for comfort alone. They are there to remind you exactly where you are sitting, in the rear seat of something that was never designed to feel ordinary. Look up and it gets even more deliberate. The panoramic roof stretches across the cabin, and when light comes through it, the entire interior shifts tone. The leather reflects it. The wood catches. The ambient lighting underneath changes how you read the space entirely. This is not accidental. This is controlled lighting design built directly into a vehicle. The Burmester system is not just another premium audio badge placed into a luxury car. The speaker grilles themselves are sculpted, finished, and positioned like jewelry. You are not just hearing sound in this cabin. You are surrounded by a system that was designed to be seen as much as it is heard. That matters at this level. And then there is the center console in the rear. This is the moment where everything clicks. Built directly into the armrest is a cooled compartment designed specifically for champagne, not cup holders adjusted to fit a bottle. Not an accessory you add later. A dedicated engineered space designed around crystal flutes. Maybach assumed the person sitting back here would need it. That assumption tells you everything about who this vehicle is actually built for. Now go back inside, because the rear cabin is where this SUV stops pretending to be anything conventional. This is the space the entire vehicle is built around. Fully reclining seats. Extended legroom that feels closer to a private lounge than a car interior. A center console that separates the passengers into their own defined environment. The champagne flutes sit there, not as decoration, but as a reminder of how this space is meant to be used. Look closer, and the details keep stacking. The stitching on the leather is consistent across every surface. The ambient lighting flows through the cabin in a continuous line, soft but present. The tablet integrated into the armrest gives rear passengers full control without needing to reach forward. Everything is positioned for convenience, but more importantly, for experience. Even something as simple as the door panel becomes a statement. The Burmester speaker grille in rose gold, surrounded by quilted leather and soft ambient lighting, turns a functional surface into something you actually stop and notice. That is the level of detail this vehicle operates on. Look up again and the panoramic roof completes it. Light enters the cabin and changes everything. The wood trim reflects it. The leather softens under it. The entire interior shifts tone depending on what is outside. That is not styling. That is environmental control built into the architecture of the vehicle itself. From the driver's position, the priorities shift slightly but the identity stays identical. The Maybach steering wheel sits directly in front of you with the double M emblem centered and impossible to ignore. The dual display system is clean and properly integrated, not glued on, not an afterthought, actually part of the dashboard architecture. And the champagne flutes in the center console are still visible from here. That is not accidental placement. That is Maybach reminding the driver that this vehicle exists equally for the person sitting behind them. So where does the S680 SUV actually sit in the segment? Let's be honest about it. The Range Rover SV walks into the room and wants to be noticed immediately. And see, the Maybach 680 walks into the room and simply waits. It is never needed to try. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan is the obvious answer when someone asks what the most luxurious SUV in the world is. The S680 is the answer for someone who finds the obvious answer slightly too loud. And that is the position this vehicle holds. Not louder, not more dramatic, just more certain of what it is than anything else in the segment. The S680 SUV costs more than most people's annual salary. It is quieter than a Rolls-Royce, more restrained than a Bentley, and more exclusive than almost anything else you can park in a driveway. But here is the question that matters. Is this the last great analog luxury SUV before everything goes fully electric and fully digital and fully disconnected from the kind of craftsmanship you can actually feel? Or is Mercedes playing it too safe with a formula that needed to be completely reinvented for 2026? Drop your honest take in the comments right now. I want to know which side you are on. If this video gave you something, hit like. Subscribe if you want to be here when we cover what comes next. This is Classic Car Secrets. We will see you in the next one.